Here we are, right at the end of the original show, the Commonwealth War. Let's see what this weekly challenge has for us. Scorched Earth, go to the exit. Ezekiel is our leader. I'm bringing Tyrese and Connie, bringing the Croat's hook knife because that interrupts, and that's kind of important. When you have Ezekiel, you get to make a sort of a preemptive attack before being attacked, even if you've used all of your actions. He's a... Hey, Io. He's a pretty flipping good character, he really is. So these guys could be a bit of a problem. We can't inflict any effects on them. So that's definitely worth remembering. They can, of course, be bumped back, as is happening with the... What am I doing here? Yes, when we're hitting them with the maces, they're getting bumped back. There we go, that guy was affected. As their health goes down, there is a chance that they will actually be affected by status effects. Lower their health, the more likely it is, but there's still no guarantees. So really, you want to kind of kill them as effectively as you can. You can't guarantee that you're going to stun them, anything like that. This is a fairly broad map with good visibility. Ranged characters are definitely an option here. You've got a threat counter, so you might not want to make too much noise. That's perhaps a consideration. Oh yeah, before I forget, I'm still looking for people to join the guild. If there's anybody out there who just wants to join, nice friendly guild, then we have spaces and you would be very welcome. So please do let me know in the comments if that's the case. Okay, so yeah, nice big map, good visibility. You could use ranged characters. The only tricky thing, of course, is with those Commonwealths, it's hard to ignite them, stun them, you know, whatever. Characters like Tyrese, Mercer, Beth, you know, they all cause damage to these targets no matter what, so they're an option. Good option, in fact. Let's smash her in the face with a mace. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Might have been wise to bring at least one ranged character because we've got these flipping guys. Although Ezekiel, good leader really for this. Yeah, I kind of figured you'd do that. Still, you used your one. Now we can get you. I mean, is this really the size of this mission? Is that it? Okay, so that's worth noting. The reinforcements are going to be Commonwealth Walkers. That's going to be real tricky on later difficulties. Those humans might well indeed take some time to kill. Humans, of course, can always be stunned, ignited. The AI is not too smart. If you engage from a distance, it doesn't really know what it's doing when it's controlling humans. Excuse me just 1 second. And we're back. Yeah, so you haven't got many humans to start off with. The opening roster might be different at higher difficulties, but I don't think there's going to be an awful lot on the map. Yeah, just, you know, stun, ignite, whatever to those humans, keep them at a distance. Those Commonwealths, you really might want to think about having some weapons, if you have them, that reduce threat. So that those reinforcements just don't come in. Much easier in dealing with them after they have. Kill the boss walkers. Okay, I am kind of tempted. Connie, I kind of want to keep Connie. I'm just having a quick swippity swap out here. No, actually, no, because I'll be igniting targets and then trying to attack them with Connie, Tyrese, or Ezekiel, who are close combat, so they will get hurt. Tyrese, of course, is able to inflict massive amounts of damage, no matter how tough a walker is, no matter what type they are. Okay, no threat counter on this one. That's worth remembering. Oof. Beautiful. Loving your work. No, we can go there. Of course, we've got Ezekiel as the leader, so Tyrese will defend himself. There we go. So is this mission gonna throw us any surprises? So far it kinda hasn't. Okay, so that's just what it seems to be. Looks like all the walkers start up clumped clumped together. So if you got anything with an area effect, that could be, you know, effective. Looks like Commonwealth Walkers are a thread in this weekly challenge. They seem to always be there. All of the missions have had some Commonwealth Walkers, and yeah, they are tough to deal with. You can ensnare them, ignite them, you know, whatever, but it's difficult to do. Once you got them their health down, it's more likely to happen, but it's not guaranteed. So you've got to have things just right off the bat that are going to deal an awful lot of damage. Charge attacks, attacks from Tyrese, Beth, Mercer. Deadly height. Kill all the walkers. Oh look, Commonwealths. What a surprise. Okay, no threat counter. That's good to see. Oh my gosh. So again, a map where you've got plenty of range, plenty of visibility, but I mean those Commonwealth walkers, they tend to be pretty resilient to ranged attacks. Well, we know that we're slowing these chumps down because they're having to go through that debuff circle. Let's chuck another one in there. I think Tyrese, I mean, I picked him just because I find him a lot of fun. I do find him a very effective character as well. You know, I think though that he might be a bit of a star on these missions, bringing Ezekiel and Tyrese, and yeah, and Connie. You've got Connie. This could really prove to be a very effective team for this set of missions. It's just being able to create these bottlenecks where you can have Tyrese create those circles, and then the bad guys are going to just come wandering in there. There we go, we've done it. So, after the first turn, some more Commonwealths come strolling in from the back of the map there. But there's no real surprise. It's not like there's mines on the floor or anything like that. These missions all seem to be pretty straightforward. They are as they present themselves. Pretty good set so far. I don't think there's anything in there. There's not really been anything in any of these missions so far to catch us out. And we've got some Humies. Come on, Maggie. actually. Yeah. Being able to set them alight from a great distance is very useful. Let's do that, let's do that. So it said that we've got to search some boxes. Could be that Glenn is a good take. Oh. Okay, well I'm glad that I picked Guardian Carol. Perfect. Let's keep these guys at a distance. Rick? You ain't Rick. Copycat. Okay, I'm kind of concerned that he might... Yeah, okay, he ain't getting anywhere. Just, it almost seems unfair. It almost seems unfair to be picking them off from such a great distance. But I'm not going to feel bad for them. Okay, so we deal with those humans and then the walkers appear. There's a threat counter, and of course, whenever you're dealing with human enemies, it's not just you who is potentially making noise. If the humans have guns and they start shooting them, it will up the threat counter. We've got to return. Well, we can go either way to get out of here. Let's see, do the baddies always appear from the left? No, it's kind of randomized. Okay, so taking care of those humans. Got to do that. Ideally, you're going to do it quietly, but frankly, I find that ranged attacks are the best way to deal with other breathing enemies. But it will up that threat counter. It will bring in additional walkers. Are we back to the start? So I don't think that this week, I don't think the challenges are quite as tough as they were last week, the season 11 challenge. I mean, there was some really, really tough stuff in there. These are a bit more straightforward. Door stopper, open the gate. I don't think we've done this one. I thought we'd been through them all. Okay. Not sure what to expect. Connie, how about join us again? Okay. Oof. Yeah, and we can see that he didn't get stunned. We slammed that Commonwealth against the wall. Ordinarily, that would have stunned, walker types that can be stunned. Didn't do anything against him because he's Commonwealth. How long does this take? 3 turns. Okay. What we're doing here is we're not actually bringing any attention to ourselves unless we do something like that. Connie, I like as a leader on these kinds of things because you can see her skill is still kicking in. Tyrese and Ezekiel are winding up cuddled up next to her at the end of the turn. That means that her leadership trait is kicking in. Should see it again. Yeah, there you go. See Tyrese getting charged just by being in her vicinity. So this is fairly standard. On higher difficulties, again, going to be tricky. I still think that Tyrese is an outright MVP for a lot of these missions. I think he could be really, really handy against those Commonwealths, slowing them down, causing them damage. And if you have melee characters as well, you're not going to be alerting the walkers to your presence. You could just open that door in peace. Another good character to use would be Yumiko. Have a ranged character opening the door. Have Yumiko stood next to them. If Yumiko shoots a target and it's in range and line of sight of the person opening the door, doesn't matter that they're occupied, they will still turn around and shoot that target. Okay, I'm really losing track. Are we back to the start now? Yes, we are. Okay. Alright, well there we go. That's the weekly challenge. Fairly simple missions, lots and lots of Commonwealths, but if you can deal with them, you should be okay. If you do have any dramas, please do let me know. Either me or somebody else in the community will help. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching.